right, ready, set, go for lesson 4.4. I'm going to do some of the odd problems here, maybe some of the evens, we'll see. But for number 1 and 2, writing that equation, describing the story, then we need answers. So Virginia's painting service charges $10 per job and $20 per square foot. So it's $10 no matter what, plus 20 cents per square foot. So we can say it's 20 cents times X, and off to the side we just put X is the square feet that I am going to have for this job. $10, not too much. $20 per square foot, or 20 cents per square foot, just kind of depends. She earned $50. So we know that it's exactly $50. And from there, I need to solve. So I would take that and 0.20x equals 40. Then I would divide both sides by 0.20 or 0.2. And I would say that it was 800 square feet. I will be looking for if you can put square feet. For the next portion of the ready, we've got numbers 3 through 7 on there. True or false? So 12, that symbol X means the same thing as X, that symbol 12. Well, that symbol is less than. So 12 is less than X means the same thing as X is less than 12. We'd say that that is false. Okay. Explain your thinking might sound like if 15 was X, well, 12 is less than 15, but it's not. 15 is less than 12. Okay. So maybe giving an example as a way of explaining your thinking, I would allow that. When solving the inequality 10x plus 22 is less than 2, the second step should say 10x is greater than negative 20. Well, let's go here. So the first step would be to subtract 22 from both sides, and you would end up with 10x is less than negative 20. So the second step would be to divide both sides by 10. But see, here's the thing, is it says less than, and in the problem it's giving me greater than, and it's a common misconception. And what that means is that sometimes we'll flip the sign when we're adding or subtracting. And remember, we only flip the sign. So this may be something that you put, only flip the sign with multiplication or division. For number 6, when solving the inequality, negative 5x is greater than or equal to 45. The answer is x is less than or equal to negative 9. This is true because of what I just wrote. Only flip the sign with multiplying or dividing by negative. That's one big piece there. We're only going to flip the sign when we're multiplying or dividing by a negative value. All right, for the set for number 9, is the value part of the solution set? So first I need to simplify it down for x. So I'm going to subtract 25 on both sides. I'll have 4x is greater than negative 12. Divide both sides by a positive 4. So x is greater than negative 3. Now, is the value part of the solution set? X is negative 5. Well, no. No, because it has to be greater than negative 3. It has to be a number larger than negative 3. And you could check this by taking and plugging in that negative 5 and seeing what happens. So negative 20 plus 25 That would be 5. 5 is greater than 13. No, it is not. So no, this is not part of the solution set. All right, for number 19, this one looks incredibly nasty. So we're going to work our way all the way from bottom to top, outside to inside. So I'll take this 12 and multiply it on both sides of the equation. When I do that, the one on the left divides out to 0 or 1. The one here divides out to 4. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I'd end up with 3 times x minus 4 is less than or equal to 8x. 2x times 4 is 8x. From here, I can't really divide to both sides nicely, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So I'm going to distribute. I've got 3x minus 12 is less than or equal to 8x. Then I'm going to add 12 to both sides. I'll end up with 3x is less than or equal to 8x plus 12. Then I notice I've got x's on both sides. So I've got negative 5x is less than or equal to 12. Divide both sides by a negative 5. Ding, 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 ding. Need to make sure that we flip our sign there because we're dividing by a negative. This will divide out to 1. Flip the sign and you would have 12 over negative 5. That is a really interesting problem. Okay. These ones here, solving systems of equations. This is something that you should have seen last year. Some may have seen it in greater detail than others. Some may not have seen it at all, so I want to go through this. It's asking for us to solve this using substitution. So here's what that means. I want to find one equation to substitute into the other. Well, for number 21, y is equal to 5. So everywhere in the bottom equation I see a y, I can replace it with a 5. So it would look like this. Negative x plus 5 equals 1. Subtract 5 on both sides. Negative x equals negative 4. Divide both sides by a negative 1, and you would end up with x equals 4. So your solution would be 4, 5. Put a box around it, happy face, call it a day. For number 23, again, finding that substitution. Well, it's a little bit more involved because now I've got to divide both sides by 2, and you have y equals 5. Again, hey, cool. So now I can take everywhere I see a y, and I can plug in a 5. 4x minus 2 times 5 equals 50. 4x minus 10 equals 50. 4x equals 60. X equals 15. Added 10 to both sides, divide both sides by 4. So for our solution, we get 15, 5. For number 25, this one is incredibly challenging because now I've got two equations that both equal, or both have y equals something. So here's what we can do. We can take this y value and plug it in here. Okay. It's just like when y equals 5, but now it's y equals 2x minus 5. So everywhere I see a y in that second equation, I'm going to replace it with 2x minus 5. And it would look like this. 2x minus 5 equals x plus 8. And from here, add 5 to both sides, subtract x, and you would end up with x equals 13. Now, in the first two, we knew what y equaled. It equaled a number. Well, I need to do the same thing for this one, and I'm going to plug it. So the way that I can do this is I'm going to take this value and plug it back in to one of these equations. I'll get the same answer no matter which one I do, but I'm going to choose this one just because I'm not multiplying anything by 2. It should be pretty straightforward. So it would be y equals 13 plus 8, which equals 21. So your solution here would be 13 comma 21. Box around it, happy face, happy dance, call it a day. Okay. Hopefully this helps. Reach out if you have any questions at all.